Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So all this month I'm going to be doing Shop Your Trash videos. I'm going to aim for every Monday, I think I've said that I'll put them in for. So this is kind of a continuation of the Sayonara scraps, but I want to focus on my, trash and packaging and all of that. But it's also mainly a Shop Your Trash. So whilst I'd be doing some scrap busting in it, I'll also be doing other things with the trash pile. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So today, what have I brought to the table? I have got these two strips. These are offcuts from when I was making some journal covers using chocolate box liners. And I thought these two offcuts would make really nice belly bands. So this one I'm going to do off screen, but I wanted to mention it to you because I still have a jar of scrappy stuff left over. So I'm going to be essentially doing scrappy fabric sewing onto here, like you would a snippet roll, to make it at the base of a belly band. And then when we come back next week, if I've hopefully done my job and I've done it, we'll be able to decorate them. So I just wanted to share that as an idea for something that you could do, because they're going to be really soft and squidgy and layered. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay, right, so for today's video, I've got two of these. They're like pillow boxes, aren't they? So I've got two of those, little and large. I've got a couple of sticker backs, sticker packaging. I've got loads of these, so I'm just going to do a couple a week to get through them this month. This is an envelope that one of my debit cards came in, and I've tea dyed it, and as you can see it ran on the back, but I'm going to have it this way round and have it be a pocket. I have a postcard which has got a really nice vintagey back. I'm not so fussed about the boat scene, so I'm going to cover that, sorry. And I've got some window packaging, which I thought I could use this side and have it be plain. So to start with, I'm going to go ahead and cut down the things that want cutting. So these are all just ready to go. With the pillow boxes, I want a straight bottom, I think. So I'll cut it this way. So I've basically, that is not straight at all. I'm just going to cut it as straight as I can. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I basically just cut it above, which way round does it go? That way. Just above the bit where it curves inwards. So that's going to be the bottom. And then I will cut that with scissors to have a curvy top. Gosh, can't get my words out this morning. Hopefully that made sense. And then I'll do the same on the large one. If I can. So, ooh, that was a very thick card. Hopefully that's straight, so I don't have to cut it twice. It's not straight. That's better. Okay, so that's those. And then I just want this panel of the packaging, which I should probably do with scissors and then just straighten up on the trimmer, because I don't think I'm going to get this in, am I? So I'm just going to cut it down a bit, and then I can use this for backing something another week. Yeah, so all of these trash items, I suppose, have been in my stash for a while. I don't know why I have just sat on them for as long as I have, but I have. So I thought it was about time that I get these things done, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a Shop Your Trash series, rather than just ad hoc, and then that will help me get through them a lot quicker. Right, so I'm just going to follow that line with my trimmer to get me a straight line, and then I should be able to just go the whole way around, can't I? Is that straight? Yeah, that's good enough. So I hope you're all doing well. I realise once again, so excited. I just dove straight into what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm really happy to have you all here, of course. And if you would like to follow along and do some trash busting with me this month, then that would be awesome. There you go, pocket with 2 windows. How fun is that? Very fun. Okay, so that's that. And then let's bring out these pillow boxes again, because I need to come in with my little scissors. And I'm just going to follow that curved line. So I thought, yeah, I'll get all of this part done first, just get them all cut down and ready. So I've got bases with which to decorate and scrap bust and whatever else with. and yeah. I think I've sat on these pillow boxes for a long time because I was not sure what to do with them. And then I had a bit of a brainwave this morning and thought, there we go. And thought that'll do. And then, yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I thought, well, so once I got the idea in my head, I thought might as well do little and large, you know, to get them done before I forget what I was doing. Okay, and then these two just want gluing up as pockets again. So this one has a slight, well, they both have slight gussets. So I'm just going to glue that gussety bit and then glue the bottom. And then, yeah, these will be cute little, well, this will be a cute little pocket, this will be a big pocket. Oh, I do love the Shop Your Trash sessions. I just think you can get some really interesting pieces from what you do with these things. I think I'll have it that way around, it's slightly neater. And then we'll do the same here. Yeah, so yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're all having wonderful summers. Can you believe we're in the summer? I can't. Be autumn before we know it. I'm not a summer person. I'm not. I like the sunshine, I do, but I prefer spring sunshine. A bit less harsh, a bit less hot. And yeah, when it comes to the summer, I just think, right, I'm ready for autumn now. Those are my 2 favourite seasons, spring and autumn, then winter, and then summer. So I'd love to know yours. What are your favourite seasons? Right, is that actually glued up? Oh, I think so. There you go. And they're going to be quite roomy pockets as well, because they've got that slight, you know, we've got a slight gusset. Right, so what are we doing? That is the question. Oh, actually, I'm just going to, I just want to cut on this postcard where it's, I think it was torn from one of those souvenir postcard books. It's just got a sharp edge to it. So I just want to get rid of some of that. Not all of it, because I don't want to completely take its character away, but just a bit. So, you know, someone can't just like run their hand along it and get a paper cut or something. That's better. Right. Right, what are we doing? So I think I want to ink around the brown pieces. So I'll do that. That I'm thinking to use some kind of collage front or book page front. Those want a bit of collaging on them, but not much. And this one wants quite a bit of collaging. So I'm just going to hit pause. I'm going to ink around these and then get my scrapbooks out. And then we can start pairing up bits and bobs with these items. Okay, I've got my little my scrapbooks next to me. I suppose it is little compared to my main one. So I'm going to start with this piece first of all, because I don't want to cover it. I like that buff brown colour, but I'm thinking to do a little bit of stenciling on it just to jazz up the background a bit. I'm going to use my Tim Holtz Flames stencil, which I love using. and I'm using the vintage photo because I don't want it to be, you know, I want it to be subtle and not overpowering. And I just realised I probably should have gotten out a book page to go underneath, but oh well. Just to protect my desk. Never mind. How's that? Oh, very jazzy. Okay, I do love that stencil. Can you see? Lovely. Okay, and then I've got this label. It's a specimen type number label. But I do feel like it wants something else next to it. So I'm wondering if I can pair some leaves or something, because I would use this with botanics, like botanicals. Botanicals. Now this poor leaf, I mean this little, I don't know how it's still hanging on. So part of me wants to use this one, just to save it, because I do like it as a fussy cut. So we could maybe, that's pretty, I like that. And then we could maybe add, you know, separate them out and then have them coming off, kind of thing. And then I've just got this little bit left. That's the great thing about fussy cuts is, and die cuts, you know, all that sort of stuff. You can cut them down to suit your project. If the shape doesn't quite work, then can you separate them? Can you do, you know, something else with them to make them work? Or put them aside for another project. You know, like these little berries? I don't know what they are. Seeds? You know, these can go in something else, so I'll pop them back, because I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I lost my dobber underneath my acorns. Oh, I tell you, for those of you who watch me not through headphones, you know, if anyone's there watching with you, or I don't know, is in the background or something, they must think, what on earth is she talking about? And not just me, I'm sure it's the case with other people that you watch. You know, we'll be talking about things, and if anyone actually overheard us, they must be thinking, what is she talking about? I've lost my dobber underneath my acorns. I mean, it sounds like some kind of spy code, doesn't it? Oh, the things that amuse us, eh? Well, amuse me. I don't know about you. I amuse myself. Right, just want to get that middle-ish. Lovely job. This will be a super easy piece. This was, there you are. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Those are my, yeah, I got my husband some, you know, some novelty Christmas boxes and socks for Christmas, obviously. And this was the packaging, but I wanted to show it, not for that reason, but because, you know, all this stars around, that would suit some projects, but not mine. So I've turned it around so that we're just using this nice, you know, just plain brown on the back. So, you know, look at your packaging. If you might be able to find ways, even white packaging, turn it inside out. You could stencil the back of it like I've just done. You could ink it, you know, or maybe white cream card works for your projects too. But yeah, don't be put off by packaging where you don't like the packaging on the outside, is what I'm trying to say, very inarticulately, because you might be able to do something with the back of it. Right, I think I've stuck that leaf down in a bit of a hinky way, but that's okay, I don't mind. I do feel like it wants something else. Looking down here. Now, I still haven't done my number fussy cutting, I'm afraid, so I might not have the right sized thing. Also going to have a look in my Tim Holtz box, because sometimes I've got little bits. That's kind of cool. Oh, don't put that in there. I'm trying very hard to keep myself organised now that I am actually relatively organised. Or I could use a little Tim Holtz mushroom. Maybe they will go with my... kind of like that. What else could we try? I was actually looking for like a little circle or stamp or something. I like all of these, so pick one, Justine. I've also got a little grey stamp. No, don't like that as much. That one doesn't work. So I'm going to make a decision between these two Tim Holtz pieces. Either postcard or the mushrooms. I think I'll go mushroom. I think either would have worked, so you know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then that will be, whoops, one piece finished, done. I don't know whether I'll put acetate behind it or not, because, you know, being a window. I was thinking it's going to be a pocket. I don't know if I actually said that. Yeah, it will be a pocket. So whatever gets slid inside the pocket will have, you know, a picture. I would probably pair it with something leafy so that you can see, you know, I don't want it to be like a specific thing like a house or a person, because that would be really difficult to get them to frame within both windows. But if it was, you know, that kind of a thing on a tag, then that would be okay. So I'll probably do that. So I may end up adding acetate to the back, I might not. It just depends what goes in it, I suppose. But for now, at least it's a thing that I can use. So there we go. I'll just put that there. Right. So this little pocket, I would like to, I think I want to cover it with some kind of book text. And the reason I want to use that is because I'm going to pair it with botanicals. I want it to be quite fresh looking, because I'm going to be doing a spring, like a spring green project next year. So yeah, I'm thinking ahead, I know. But that's the next time that I'm going to be working with botanics that I'm making the ephemera for now. So sorry, I'm just looking for some book text. As I say, I want it to be quite fresh looking, so I'm actually looking for something like that. So will that fit? Yeah, lovely. So I think I'll just keep things simple. And I'm just going to pop the collal onto the pocket. And then pop it down. And hey, guess what? Cut around it. And I realised that it probably would have been easier to have done this part before cutting the shape, because then I would have only had to cut once, but no matter. So let's just cut around this. And I got out some spring green leafy stickers earlier, which I'm hoping I will like one. And then probably going to be a label, because I like my labels. So I just want to see if I can follow this relatively neatly. And then I realised I inked this earlier and I didn't really need to if I was going to cover the whole thing, but never mind. Oh no! Oh, well that's what you get for not looking where you're putting your paper. I'm going to have to pair it with something else. Oh, goodness me. Never mind. Never mind. It gets another scrap used, I suppose. Oh, what an empty. So this comes from the same book. So let's well, do a collage of papers then. Oh, goodness me. Never mind. It means I'm going to have to cut it another time though, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. You can tell it's the morning. I'm not a morning person. I think I've said before, I have quite a weird sort of, when I feel energy is quite odd times of day. Like I'll just get random spurts at random times. Okay, I think if I do that and then I'll just ink whatever I missed. Now, I'm not on any kind of timer today for these. Well, I don't know. I might change my mind later in the month, but for today, I'm not on a timer. I'm just going by the length of video. So I think I've been about 20 minutes or so. So I'll probably go to about, 45 minutes. I don't want my videos to be over an hour long. For these Shop Your Trashes, because I know that we don't have time to watch videos that are that long, but just for the sayonara scraps I wanted to do a proper hour of, yeah, just the proper hour on a timer. For these I'll just go for 45 minutes and we'll just get done what we get done, and anything that doesn't get done today I'll just roll over into next week or something. Okay, right, so I've got some leaves, so I would want to go that way now that I've done that with the thing. I've also got some stickers which would look quite nice actually. I think I prefer the stickers now because I can then, that one curved with my collaging, so does this one. So it's going to be a choice of the stickers, not that one blends in too much, so let's pop that one back. I do quite like the green fern, but I think I like the freshness of that a little bit more, just a little bit more. And then I'm going to want a label, number. I don't know why I put them back actually. So we're going to have that about there. So it only wants to be in a tiny little label or a number or something. Okay, I found a label, so I'm just going to pop this sticker on, and I'm just following that torn paper with the stem of the sticker, the stem of the leaf. That'll be fine. And just got this little Tracy Fox label, which go on to about there-ish. I can always add more to it when I come to use it, but for now I think I'm happy. I just want to bring in that ink a bit more in that corner. There we go, very simple little pocket. So I've got 2 pockets so far. Amazing. And in this series I need to make sure that I'm not making a bunch of pockets and nothing to go in them because that'd be, very annoying. Right, I want to work on these 2 next. These shouldn't take too long, I don't think. I need something. So on this one I want to cover up all of that text at the top because it's not a very nice quote that's on it. This one I just want to cover up the the writing. So I don't know whether to use like book text. and then I'll probably add a label. So these will be, yeah, quite simple ones. Oh, I've torn that really hinky. There we go, okay. So, thinking if I put that up there, and then just, oh, I could even put something across there. Oh, I know. And an eyelet at the top, and then that will be that. This one's already got quite a bit of text on it, so I'm thinking I want to pair it with something plain, I think. Just looking colours wise what might go with it. Maybe a bit of brown. Or I could try music sheet. Yeah, let's go for some music sheet. So I just want a bit of it. Just something like that, but yeah, let's go with those. I'm sure we can make something work with these. And then for the backs, I thought I would, you know, because they want backing, I thought I would use some of my plain scrappy papers on them. I can't remember where I did it. What did I do it with? I was doing something recently on video. Oh, it might have been, I think I was decorating some autumn ephemera that I found, you know, randomly in my stash. And I collaged the back of a card, you know, just with plain scraps that I have now organised and kept separate in my scrap box. And I loved how it looked. So I think I might do that with these two. And it might be that we've only got time for these 4 pieces, but at least the other ones are prepped and ready for next time. So yeah, as I say, anything I can't get done today, I will come back and continue. As I said, I just didn't want to set a timer, but equally I don't want the video to be super long, so I'm just gonna see what I can get done in a reasonable amount of time and take it from there. Oops. So yeah, it's a Sayonara Scraps and a Shop Your Trash combined for this month, I suppose. And yeah, I'm enjoying myself already. I do love these Shop Your Trashes, and I really enjoyed the Scraps challenge because it got me using them. You know, I was ignoring them so much before. Okay, so somewhere, actually as part of the scrap busting month, I cut a load of these. I've got a die that does the front and back of like an eyelet thing, and I love how they look on botanical projects. So I'm thinking, you know, straight away that will add something to the top of them anyway. So I think I'll get those glued on, and then I can sort of, you know, work around that kind of idea. So let's just aim for middle. And the good thing about these is that they're separate pieces, so the back of it can wait until I've collaged the back. Now, I can't tell whether that's middle or not. I think it's middle-ish. Middle-ish is good enough for me. So yeah, this was another thing I was doing in the scraps. Off screen, obviously, you didn't need to sit and watch me do die cutting, but I basically took a load of my cardstock scraps, just did a bunch of die cutting, and that was a good way of getting those used as well. I don't know whether to cut these into a tag shape or not. They look a bit square, don't they? Just want to see. Yeah, I think so. I just like to see what the shape is before I start decorating, otherwise I get confused over what I want. Oh, that's better, yeah. I prefer the tag shape for these. I was sort of looking at it and thinking, don't I normally do something with this type of thing? Don't I normally round corners or something? And then I thought, oh yeah, of course, tags. Make a tag shape, Justine. That's it. Sometimes you just forget the most basic things, don't you? Yeah, that's better. they look less weird now. Okay, so labels. Let me start with labels and then I will take it from there. So I want to cover up Heartland Mix on this one. And I want, haha. Perfect, that'll do. No, I thought that was inked for a minute. There we go. Oops. Yes, we'll cover that with a label. Oh, sorry, weird camera angle. I think I've lifted the camera higher than normal, haven't I? That's it. I'll do that one. I do want to add a label to that, I think, but I suppose it would go up the top there. So what do we want for you? I've got another number label, but I don't think that looks quite right. Got field notes. Nope. Not going to like anything now, am I? No, not feeling it. I'm wondering whether to do a bit of stenciling. I do want something there though. Kind of, but not quite. Just want to cover up just that bit of text. But then I feel like all the labels are on the left hand side, so maybe I want something longer, like a word, that will go right the way across. So let me do a bit of digging because I don't want to waste time looking for things, and then I'll find the right thing. Okay, I've just gone for the word specimen on that one. I thought that filled up the space quite nicely, and then I'm just going to pair it with a little butterfly, and then I might just do a little bit of T-ring stenciling on that one, and then we'll sort the backs. For this one I felt like I needed something and I just could not find a label that would work, so I'm wondering whether I could maybe make this scrap work somehow. Let's just see. I don't know if it wants being wider. Let me try tearing this with my ruler instead. I know I definitely want something up there. just sort of thinking, yeah, I'm just thinking. That's all I'm doing. Just wondering if I could maybe have it go, you know, vertically instead. So let's try it. Let's try it. Just pop some glue on here and then pop it down. And then maybe then that would be a nice background for a label or something. I think I'll go up to the line, or just below the line. It's the thing with collaging, sometimes you just don't know what it will be like until you just go for it. And then normally you can make it work, you know, even if it doesn't work straight away. I thought for a minute I hadn't clicked play again then. So now I want to see what it would be like with the labels that I just put back. Yeah, it definitely looks better than it did, but it's still not quite what I want. I'm just wondering whether to add in a bit of text now, because we have covered up some of the text from before, so maybe now I can use some of this. I feel like I'm going into the realm of just collage, basically around the whole entire fern, which I'm not against, you know. I don't think that text is quite right. I think I want some colour, as in, you know, vintage colour. Sorry about that, I think I was just getting stuck in my head a little bit and I just could not for the life of me figure out what I wanted to have. So in the end I just collaged down the whole side of it because I could not find a way to make the writing that was there work with what I was putting on. So yeah, I'm feeling much better about that now. So I've got a number here from Tim Holtz, which I'm going to have up here. And then I'm going to put this little field notes label in this corner. And then I'm going to sew, after I've done the back, I'll sew around the whole thing, which will add, you know, a border to it and everything as well. Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes with collaging I get so stuck in my head because I can't see the end result, especially with stuff like this where you're collaging up something that already has a picture on it, and yeah, so I think this will work better now. As I say, once it's got the stitching, it will look different again. Okay, right, so yeah, sorry about pausing. I just thought yeah, yeah, I was just taking way too long to decide what I want. No, before I do that, I want to do the backs, and that's the part I wanted to do with you because this might give you some ideas. So what I've done is I have put together plain scraps that I think I can make into a collage on the back of something, into a little baggie that I keep with my scraps. And yeah, I'm going to use this to back my stuff, at least until, you know, I've used up everything that's in this bag. So yeah, I just wanted to do this part because I thought this might give you some ideas. And again, I'm putting everything to me, sorry. So I've got some craft sticker paper, that can go down, and I've got some craft sticker paper, so I'm just going to do both of them together. And yeah, I thought this would be, when I did this for the autumn ephemera that I was decorating, I really liked how it looked, so I thought, well, I'm definitely going to do that again. Definitely. Just thought it gave it really interesting back, rather than just you know, just putting tea-dyed paper on the back. Just nothing wrong with that, of course, and sometimes that's what we'll need to do. But when we've got these little scraps left over from projects, we may as well use them. I'm not inking any of these, I just kind of want them to blend in together, I think. I can always go around with some ink after if I feel that they need it. I feel like I've gone a little bit in my head now. Sorry about that earlier. You know, I want my videos to be enjoyable to watch, and you know, sometimes I just need to pause and take a breather, because yeah, I'm still learning at the end of the day. All this is still what I would consider very new to me, especially this style of collage and all the rest of it. I'm not you know, I don't feel completely au fait with it yet, so rather than dilly-dally and frustrate people, I would much rather just hit pause, take a breather, and then come back with a fresh pair of eyes to say, right, this is what we're going to do. And you know, at the end of the day, that's sometimes what we have to do in our crafting. You know, if I wasn't on video, no one would know that I had to do that. It's just obviously with being on video, you know, you sort of see when I have to just take a moment. But I also don't think it's a bad thing for you to see it, because I don't want people to think that this comes easy to me all the time, because it doesn't. Some days it's really easy. Some pieces of ephemera are really easy to figure out. Other days, quite difficult. Well, not difficult, I mean, we only make it difficult for ourselves. You know, this is all supposed to be fun, and I think sometimes you can just get caught up in your head, and it's very difficult to snap out of it when that happens, when you start overthinking and analysing and worrying and blah 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 blah. When in actual fact, sometimes you just need to take a pause, take a step back, come back to it, and carry on. I need to sharpen these scissors, I think. They're getting blunter and blunter by the day. So I just wanted to cut around this so I could see what we've got. And I mean, I could add a little something else, but I don't really need to, do I? It's going to have that eyelet thing at the top, which I do want to remember to add. So let me find the matching piece. What colour did I use? Oh, they were these ones. That's it. So there's one. Oh, no, that's different. Yeah. So I'll pop it. I've lost it. Well, that's gone walkabouts. Yeah, I'll pop this on, and then I can put the hole in, and then I can sort of see from there whether I want anything. Oh, I think I've got that one upside down, actually. Oh, I'm all in a tiz now. So yeah, with these, you just line them up with the one on the front as best you can. You know, that doesn't even look straight. It's not straight. No wonder it's throwing me off. I think the die must have moved. Let's try that. Sorry. Oh, real life crafting, eh? Sometimes this is just the way things go. Yeah, I think that's better. Don't know what's going on. I do prefer it that way though, so I'm going to put it that way. I don't know. It just looks really wonky. Whatever. Get on with it, Justine. Right, let's I'm going to put the hole in, and obviously I can't put the eyelets in until I've sewn around it, so that's that. Yeah, that's okay on the back. Obviously with stitching around it will look different again. So we have another piece. So yeah, as I say, I need to put an eyelet in and some kind of like seam binding stuff, but I'll do that after sewing, so you'll see that in the thumbnail. I did think to do a little bit of tea-dyed stenciling, but I don't think I'm going to actually. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. So that's the third piece. And let's just finish this one off. I think I received this in an order from someone. So I think pop that on. I will just ink that edge because that's a bit fuzzy. Okay. Whew, there we go. So yeah, I think we'll only have time for those 4 pieces today, unfortunately. But as I say, I've got the other pillow box cut down the way I want it now. I think I was just, as per usual, a little bit over ambitious. So yeah, next time I'll come back with those pieces. So that'll be next week now. And I will also come back with those belly bands that I said I was going to sew some fabrics onto, so I can show you what they look like. And then we might also be able to decorate them up next week. So you can sort of see my plans for that, I suppose, if you would like. Hopefully today has not put you off, because I promise I was organised. It's just sometimes yeah, sometimes things are a little bit harder than you expect them to be, but no matter. It's all in the name of fun, isn't it? So I know the lines are the other way around, but I don't mind stuff like that. I find it quite interesting. And then I may as well just use that bit, get it used up. So yeah, I'll definitely keep doing this. A great use for your plainer scraps, and I just think it makes the back of it look really interesting, you know, just as interesting as the front sometimes. So, right, let's cut all the way around this then, and then I'll bring the pieces in and we can remember what we've actually made. It's amazing really what you can get done in, you know, 45 minutes, an hour, if you actually, you know, sit down to just use that time as best you can. You can get quite a bit done. I think for me, I always go with the idea that I probably get 4 pieces done in a 45-minute video. You know, I'm not the quickest crafter, and I think, yeah, for me, I'm starting to realise that, yeah, I normally get about 4 pieces done. Sometimes more if the pieces don't want as much. You know, obviously they do. It also does depend on how much each piece wants, of course. Right, let me finish cutting this out, and I'll pop the hole in, and then I'll come back and show you everything. I'm going to do one last piece. I do want to get this decorated, and the reason because I was packing up and I found the deers that I'd cut out for this piece, and I didn't really want to put them back into my stash because I thought their antlers and stuff would get ruined. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly do this one. I already know what I want for it, so it will be a quick one, and then I'll definitely say goodbye. So I've got these dias from a book, and this one was on the other page, so I wonder if I could do, sorry about the loud car. I want it to look a little bit like this one is in the distance, so I'm going to pop him up a little bit higher. And then I'm going to use these faux vintage pieces that I've been using a lot. Something like that, and a number. So I'm just going to get those stuck down. So obviously we need to do this piece first. So I'm just going to make a mark as to where I want it. And let's just get this done. And then that will be 5 pieces done this week. And as I say, I'm going to keep coming back every Monday to work on my trash pile. And you know, with all these things, as you know, if you keep coming back week after week, eventually you get quicker. It's a very loud aeroplane outside, so I'm just going to stop my talking for a moment. I actually don't know how loud it is, you know, for you watching. You probably can't even hear it. Anyway, yeah, I'll wait until do that. Yeah, nice. Oh, what was I saying? I can't even remember now. But yeah, I think, you know, it takes practice, doesn't it? And you get faster and stuff. So I'm going to keep coming back every Monday, and I'm going to keep tackling that trash pile, and all of this stuff will, you know, will get easier with time, I hope. Oh, I don't want to stick that one down yet. I want to pop his friend behind him. So. And yeah, if you're wondering why this one is missing his body, it's because his body was on the other side of the book page. So I thought, at least this way, if I layer them all up together kind of thing, he looks less weird missing his body. It just looks like part of the picture is, you know, just cut off a bit, but not in a weird way, just in a collaged way, I suppose. And I thought, yeah, if I put another deer in a bit higher, he'll look like he's in the distance, because those two are looking at the same thing, so they clearly belong together. Like that. And then number at the top. But yeah, because I knew that what I vaguely wanted for this one, I thought I'm just going to come on and do it, and then at least then I can say that I've shown you 5 pieces, one more than I was expecting. And because we cut this one at the beginning, I thought it made sense. Otherwise, you know, if somebody new was watching next week, they would think, well, you know, how did you get this made, the base bit made? There. Yeah, and then I might add a little bit of stenciling to it, just on those plain parts. Oh, a T-ring stencil, probably going to be that. So I'll do that off screen now and just get, you know, this ink glued down a bit better. But we have a pocket, and we have got our 2 tags. Which, yeah, that one was a bit of a struggle, but I think that's why I was putting off doing them. So I thought if I just do a couple each week, and then eventually I'll get all of, because I think I've got about 6 of them. Then we've got a little baby pocket, and we've got our specimen window pocket, double window pocket thing. It's a pocket. Anyway, yeah, that's perfect. I'm happy with those pieces. So I hope you enjoyed seeing them come together. Thank you ever so much for watching, and if you are still here, thanks so much. And yeah, I hope that you'll tune in for my Shop Your Trashes every Monday this month. I promise they will not all be long ones like this. I thought I was organised, but I will be even more organised next week. Alright then, thank you so much everyone, we'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.